quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Patriots going up against the Cowboys. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys. Play fake here on first down. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. The linebacker, Justin Durant, with a pick. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen, right? Play from scrimmage. You just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And you get a look at the defense. It was the top scoring defense in the entire NFL. They look pretty good against Pittsburgh. They'll be playing in another Super Bowl. How do they do it? Because they don't have household names at every position.
And that's a great point and a great question, because when you go out and talk to the average fan, name 10 guys, name 5 guys on the New England defense, they're often hard-pressed to do it, but picking up Kyle Van Noy mid-season and turning him into a cover guy and doing a nice job, and he punched one free in the AFC Championship game. And take a look at Alan Branch holding down the middle against the Pittsburgh run defense. They may not be household names, but they know how to coach them up, and they know how to plug them into the right places.
That's right. If it's a game of chess, the Patriots always move the right pieces. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And a cut to the sideline. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Charles, the Pats, they seem kind of interchangeable at running back. Divisional round, 13 carries for Lewis, 8 for Blount. And then Blount gets 16 in the AFC Championship game.
Most teams in the NFL are identity teams. This is our identity. This is what we do. Whether they throw it, whether they run it, they stay consistent. They do that all the time. New England's identity is they don't have one. They change things up, and they're a game plan team. Depending on what they expect to get from the opposition, that's how they get ready each and every week, and it may feature different guys in different games.
And the game plan is working. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Brady now on first down. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Charles, so many of the Patriots know what the Super Bowl feels like. Martellus Bennett, a guy, 8th year, first Super Bowl trip, and after the game, you could tell he was a little elated, doing some dances with the cheerleaders. And
the pom-poms were going everywhere, weren't they?
They were.
But the interesting part was his observation later on social media where he said, I was out of my mind excited. I looked around at a lot of the guys in the Patriots team. They're like, yeah, you know, we've done this before, okay? We can be cool about it. But think about his impact this year. Supposed to team with Rob Gronkowski, became the feature tight end after Gronk's injury. They are so glad that they picked him up.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Again, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Durant in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. On second down, here's Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one. And LeGarrette Blount, the featured back.
The big knock on him coming out of college was his lack of speed. But it's definitely not his lack of power. He runs right through opposing tacklers and sets things up big for his offense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman.
Well, if you like to see guys play the game hard, if you like to see the guys be aggressive, if you like to see the guys maximize their ability, you're talking about Julian Edelman, aren't you? Yeah. What a game he had in the AFC Championship against Pittsburgh.
118 yards and a touchdown, and now he'll look to do what he did in Super Bowl 49, where he was over 100 with a score as well.
And he's just one of those guys that if he's on the field, you have to respect his talent, but you especially respect his passion.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Prescott on first down. He's going to rifle one and got his man complete. Albeit in a losing effort, Dez was good against the Packers. 9 catches, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns as well.
I think it served as a reminder about who Dez Bryant really is as a player because his numbers were down from the season. Remember, he had some injury issues, adjusted to Dak Prescott, the way the offense shifted to revolve around Ezekiel Elliott. But when they needed to ring that bell, when it was time to throw the ball towards the end zone, Dez Bryant was there. Some of the strongest hands in the league.
Prescott now. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And you think of all the years, speaking of Witten, that he's been around, but that touchdown catch he had against the Packers in the playoffs this year, that was his first postseason career TD.
Come on. That's not true. Yeah. That's not true. Where did you get that stat?
Now, that's not as much his fault as their lack of postseason appearances, but it was his first.
That's for real? That's legit?
That is legit.
Hard to believe.
Still, this is a guy that hasn't missed a game since his rookie season in 2003.
And I don't think he's going to miss a game in 2017 either. I think he's energized and wants to come back and chase the ring.
And now for Elliott, Charles, against Green Bay, 125 yards on the ground, became the first Cowboy rookie to rush for over 100 in a playoff game since Dwayne Thomas way back in 1970.
Another significant record added to what Ezekiel Elliott did in 2016. And just look at it this way. Everyone who watches NFL football pays lip service to the idea that the running game is important. I think Ezekiel Elliott really brought it back into focus in this season.
And he finished just 178 yards shy of Eric Dickerson's rookie record. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Long in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Let's go!
The play clock's running down. A first down carry by Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Second down, Prescott. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Play clock winding down. The give is to Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Come on, let's go! 538! 538!
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
We just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slip.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Patriots getting ready to go again on offense. And, Charles, you and I get a stat pack before every game. At the top of this one for the Patriots, the first note was that they're on their way to their 9th Super Bowl appearance. That is something. Most of any team.
And 8 of those since 2001. Would that be accurate?
That
because
is accurate.
The first one was Super Bowl 20. That didn't go very well against the Bears. But since that time, they've become the predominant team, going to Super Bowls and winning them. What a franchise.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Cedric Thornton, the one that got him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, here's Blunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jamarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go!
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go! Bryant 38!
Prescott off play action. He's got time. And that is incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This is taken at the 15. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brady now on 1st down. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he's brought down after a good gain. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Patriots a 1st down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Brady now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Well, you know, Charles, understandably, all the talk right now about the Super Bowl. Don't forget this week the Pro Bowl as well down in Orlando. New location, back to the old format, AFC versus NFC.
And I like that. Now you don't have teammates having to play against teammates. I think it's more recognizable for the fans watching the game, so that should be fun. But also, how great is it that for our friends here at Madden, the game is right here in Orlando, so we can just pop over, check out practices, check out all the events leading up to the game. That should be a whole lot of fun, and it stamps Orlando as a big league city. A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out in the pistol. Following the interception, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. Bryant 38.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Prescott, he hits Beasley right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Blunt, the lone running back.
Easy. Wait, 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. Let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. And the play clock's running down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. So after the INT, it's Brady. Incomplete. All right, I want to hop to something else real quick. You get 2 weeks off before the Super Bowl. Atlanta, New England. Everyone knows what happens that 2nd week when they're in Houston. What happens the 1st week?
Well, I think for most of them, it's making sure they get rest and rehab because they're going to let them come down off of the victory from before you start up. Plus, you don't want to get the game plan in too early. You'll peak, and guess what? Now you'll be stale by kickoff time. The best ones integrate the game plan similar to a regular season game. During the week, get it in there with a few extras along the way. So, yeah, it'll make sure they ramp up in time for kickoff on Super Bowl Sunday and not before.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run again with Blunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a toss play to Blunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw with Brady. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Blunt, the lone running back. Here's Brady. That's caught at the 2. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Second and goal to go now. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Black round.
Play clock winding down.
Wide.
Back near his goal line. It's Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott now. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Taken from just outside the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us that.
And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Brady.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Brady will try again on 2nd down. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Their big tight end from 21 yards away. And the Patriots are back within a score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. A second down throw for Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the I. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Prescott on 1st down. He hits Beasley right side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And a cut to the right and some open field here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be 1st down, New England. throwing on first down is Brady. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a New England first down. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw is Brady.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Here's Blount. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Prescott here to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They come out here in the eye. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And unable to get down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Again, it's Elliott. And a good swarm to the... Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And this defense, they needed that 1 more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that 1 more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Come on, let's go!
And the play clock.
You're not going to win, fam. That's it for you.
No hurry to get a play off.
Not going.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Go sleep on that now. Go sleep on that.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold.